If you're a parent of a college student, you know this. When it comes to education, it's very expensive. So there are 3 myths Americans have bought into which aren't necessarily true. So we have college planning expert Paul Hemphill here to destroy these myths and to keep our costs down.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Good luck to you today, because these are some things that I think are really entrenched in our American system. The more expensive the college is a direct correlation to the educational, what you achieve from the school.
Great question. I'd like to dramatize it this way.
Okay.
I want you to pretend that, let's say that I'm a college professor at Northeastern, and Northeastern charges $4,200 for your daughter to sit in my classroom so she can text her friends about last night's party.
That's, yep.
Now, in 10 minutes, I have to jump into my car, run over to UMass Boston, where I'm a visiting professor. I'm going to teach the same course, use the same notes, and the parents of those students are going to be charged $265 for the same course.
So that their child can sit and text about the party last night.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, the kids are sitting in X amount of classes, and really, you get into it, you get out of it what you put into it.
Exactly.
So that's what we need to know is that maybe it's more important that we train our kids to be great college students than it is for them to go to the most expensive school possible.
Perfect.
Okay. Our second tip is that where you attend college is vitally important to your college career. And that is a myth a lot of people think. Where you attend school really impacts your future.
2 years ago, the Gallup organization did a survey on that question. 30% of the parents thought it was necessary that you attend the right college, whatever that means. But only 9% of American business leaders thought it was important where you went to school.
Really?
So clearly, 91% of American business leaders say it doesn't matter where you go to school. So let me phrase it this way. Let's say you're majoring in art history or philosophy, and your parents, of course, are discouraged with the fact that you're not going to make any money with a degree like that. What happens is that student can take an internship on how to make widgets at some company somewhere, and chances are he'll get a job offer right out of college because he did intern versus someone who majored in business and didn't intern.
And they're also saying, you know, a lot of times these liberal arts, people are looking for them because it rounds your whole, the whole student too.
Very true, because the colleges are really looking for people who can communicate very well. So communication skills is absolutely critical, and many companies really don't care what you majored in. Just be able to speak in a coherent sentence, please.
Because as you were saying, no matter where you go or what you do, it's kids sitting in the back texting about the party that they went to last night. So it really just matters what you get out of the school.
Right.
Lastly, people put the Ivy League schools on a pedestal, but they don't necessarily give you a real advantage versus the rest of academia.
What's really important here is that several years ago, Wall Street Journal did a study and indicated and found out where do most of American industry go to find their best recruits. Of the 25 colleges that were selected, only 1 college is in that list, and it's ranked 16th, that's Cornell, and American industry only goes to those that college for engineers. So if you're at Penn State, which is the #1 college where every company goes to recruit, or Arizona State, or Southern Methodist University in Texas, those are the colleges that parents would wish their students would go to so that they would have a better chance of getting a job after college.
So it's really important at the end of the day that we find out what we want to do, pick a school that's right for us, that's not necessarily at the top of the line. It's the school that we can excel at.
Right, and top of the line is very relative to a lot of people. So if you want to pay $65,000 to go to Harvard versus paying $45,000 to go to Penn State, I think American industry is going to tell you, you better go to Penn State.
And it's funny because Malcolm Gladwell came out with a book recently, and that book supposed that if it's almost more advantageous if you're a big fish in a small pond, if you're academically at the top of your class in a smaller school, than it is to be at an elite institution where you're struggling and near the bottom. It's better to be that big fish in a small pond.
It is. It makes a lot of sense.
Thank you so much for stopping by today.
You're very welcome.
More information at mymassappeal.com, and ahead, folks.